show, The Cooler with Rebecca Berman. That's me. And I have my cooler right here that I pull fun, improvisational, crazy items out of. You know, at least I think they're crazy items out of as I'm talking to my different guests. And today I have an amazing, amazing show. I'm so excited. We have Fred Baxter, who was in Super Bowl number 38. That's not how you say it, but Super Bowl 38, and I'm so excited. Fred is here with me, and I also have Lindsay, the fabulous bartender from Plush Bartending, here today. Lindsay, thank you so much for your drinks last week. I can't wait to see what you're going to make this week. And we have a very cool guest Skyping in. He has been on not only the current Netflix series Fuller House, he was also on Full House, whatever it was, 20 years ago. So we are so excited to have Michael Sun-Lee Skyping in and chit-chatting with us about that hot Netflix show. So before I get started, I just, had a little song I wanted to play. And let me just get out my speaker. Okay. So I had a funny story happen to me. You guys might have the same kind of thing happen to you. When you're driving in the car and your kid, mine being 12, is in the seat next to you and you don't even realize it because you're driving and all of a sudden somebody starts videotaping you, and hit it, John, because this is why somebody started videotaping me. Okay. The song that I was going to play, which I don't know, maybe John can't hear me saying to go play it. Oh, we can't get it. All right, we'll have to just pretend, and I'll just sing it. The song, one of my new favorite songs right now is "Youth," and I can't even remember the guy's name. Hey, anyone in the audience know the guy's name who sings "Youth"? Troye Sivan, and I recently saw him perform on one of the morning shows, and this was me in the car. My youth, da na 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 na, youth, my youth, na 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 na. There we go. So I'm driving along like that, and my son videos me, and I had no idea what was happening. But it's such a good song. Okay. All right. So that was. Thank you. Thanks, guys. That was awesome that we got that song out there. Not really, but thank you anyway. Okay. So today's sponsor is a great, awesome guy named John Ward, and he is sponsoring today's episode of The Cooler, and his product is called Keto. And I have him Skyping in this morning to talk to me about keto and the protein-packed drinks that it makes and the energy that it gives people and the weight that you can lose by taking it. And it's also great to have Fred here today because Fred is involved with a New York youth program that is, Fred, I apologize, New York Youth Football Program.
National Youth Football Program.
Yes, okay. Thank you, not New York. National Youth Football Program. So I thought it would be kind of neat to have John Skype in at the same time that Fred is here, because protein drinks are so crucial to so many youth when they're playing sports, and as adults, people love to have protein drinks as well. So let's see if we can get John on the Skype, and he can tell us a little bit more about the keto product. Hey, how are you, John?
Hello, John.
Hey, Rebecca, how are you?
Good.
Okay.
Good, and you can see Fred here as well.
Hey, Fred, how are you?
Doing wonderful. How you doing?
Good.
So, John, I have all your products here, and they all look amazing.
Right.
And I would love for you to just give me a little bit more information about them so that my audience knows how to get the product, number one, which I think is super important, and also what it does for your health. And
first, I have to correct you a little bit. This is not a protein drink.
Thank you.
This is pure therapeutic ketones.
Okay.
And if you don't really know, if your audience doesn't know what ketones are, basically it's another fuel source for the body. And basically, you drink this, and in 59 minutes or less, you're in full-blown ketosis, which means you're burning your own body fat for fuel. And the benefits of that are really, really important. And if you'll do me a favor, Rebecca, just pick up that canister on the back and read off the benefits that are proven and in research, if you would.
Okay, here we go. So the benefits are fat loss, which God knows I need. Fast and sustained energy, I need that too. Reduces brain fog. Yes, occasionally I need that, but many other people might need it more than me.
I need that.
Oh, Fred said he needs brain fog reduction. Increased awareness, increased focus, appetite suppression, assists in abdominal fat loss. You know, that fat thing keeps coming up, and this stuff sounds amazing. Strength gain, better mood, and, you know, we all know how moody I can get, all of you who know me, so yeah. I definitely I'll need to start taking this right after the show, John. I'm sure I'm getting phone calls now. Why don't you take that? Okay, decrease in inflammation, better sleep, better digestion and gut health, and clear skin. My skin happens to be beautiful, so I won't need it for that. Ha ha ha.
There you go.
But yes, so there are.
So let's kind of glump those together a little
Sure.
bit. Number one, the biggest thing that you read there is if you look, there's only two active ingredients, MCT powder and beta hydroxybutyrate, which is the ketone.
Yes, I see that right here.
Okay, right. So beta hydroxybutyrate basically will change the chemistry of your body and not let inflammation form. Now, Fred, think about that for a minute.
Fred, you can take a look at this.
Yes.
So when inflammation doesn't form, two things happen. If you have any kind of pain, the root of all illness and disease is inflammation. Sugar feeds inflammation, so you got to find something to do it. So I'm a runner, and I'm 63 years old, and I still run marathons, half marathons. I drink this about 30 minutes before I go. It gives me 2 hours of optimal premium running. And my recovery, because there's no inflammation, I recover like never before. Fred, you'll be happy to know now, you may not like the team, but we have 10 San Diego Chargers using this product.
That's nice. Very nice.
So that's the sports. The sports enhancement is because of the inflammation and because you're burning your own body fuel. As Fred knows, when the two fuel sources are basically glucose, which most people, that's their diet, which is sugar,
right,
and body fat. And body fat is the better fuel because the glycemic index, or how much sugar, if you will, is zero. Literally zero, the glycemic index. So that plays havoc, and I'm getting a little technical here, but with all of your hormones. So the big thing is inflammation. The other thing, fat loss. Think about this. You drink this and you turn into a fat burning machine in less than 59 minutes.
I like that. That sounds good. And do you have to eat anything with that? You just drink it straight.
You drink it and maintain your diet. Now, I do suggest, I'm a fan of the low carb, high fat diet. If you tweak it, obviously we can make this really optimal for you. And you'll see some pictures right back here. This guy in 15 days went from 248 to 227.
Wow.
All fat loss.
So let me ask you, John, can you tell us how someone can reach out to you in order to A, get more of your product, or
Right.
B, whatever questions they might have? And then I think I'm going to chit chat with Fred about the National Youth Football Organization that he's here for today.
That's perfect. So
Okay.
if you want to order a 30-day supply, it comes with a full 30-day money-back guarantee. And I'm going to suggest the canister. Or you have on the goes the little packets.
Yes, and they are so cute.
Yeah.
And great to use.
If you go to discoverketo, keto.com, that will take you to the website where you can place the order.
Right.
If you have any questions, you can contact me directly at 239-286-8255. 290-5080. And I'm going to offer one more thing just for your audience. For anybody that orders through the end of March,
yes,
March 31st, I'm going to ship them a free Keto OS playbook, which really helps them with their diet and the ketonic diet and ketosis.
that is awesome. Thank you so much. And again, to our sponsor today, John Ward with Ketones, his product. And John, before you leave, tell me what it is we call it. It is not an energy drink.
It is, if you're drinking an energy drink, you're really doing yourself a disservice. It gives you energy. It is, you're drinking pure therapeutic ketones. Look it up. Google pure therapeutic ketones.
Right.
Look it up and add any illness or anything that concerns you. Put ketones in that, and you're going to find research out galore.
Okay, thank you so much for being with us today. I greatly appreciate you Skyping in and spending the time to talk to us about your product that can do so much good.
And I'm gonna sit here and listen to you and watch Fred.
Okay, great. All right, thanks, John.
Thank you.
So here we go. I'm just going to move this over a little bit so it can still stay in screen.
You want to put one over by me?
Oh yeah, and I'll put one over by you. That's perfect. Thank you.
To the stage.
So, so now that I have it right, the National Youth Football Organization. Can you tell me, Fred, about a little bit about it and what it does? You know, and so the viewers can kind of have a better understanding of where of what your program is about.
It's a National Youth Football Organization. It's a football organization that is high energy, non-contact, and it's a league. And we're working with age group. You're talking about 5 to 18,
right.
And we're just working on fundamentals. And once it came to me and having this opportunity and see the benefit of my family, I kind of added another twist to NYFO, because I'm a youth advocate and I'm an educator, and I kind of is blending it with the school system,
right?
Where you're targeting an audience. You're talking about from age group 6 to 8,
right?
You know, the 6th, 7th, 8th graders,
sure.
And you're trying to give them more than just football, but give them an understanding of how to be a student athlete.
Right.
Now, circling back to the NYFO, NYFO is founded by Mr. Bob Winstead in Wake Forest, North Carolina.
Okay.
And it was built on generosity, of creating financial gain for families,
right.
And also creating opportunities of blessing those and making a game of football safer.
Right.
And how we do that, we take off the helmets, we take off the shoulder pads, and for those first introductory, when you're talking about kids that's first playing football,
sure.
Non-contact NYFO style is the way to go.
And this is not like tag football.
It's not like tag football, but the concept is of creating a safer environment for kids, youth,
right,
and promoting the game of football, which will always be here, but try to make it safer.
Right.
And we are working on technique more than fundamentals than tag. It's more than technique that we're working on and fundamentals. And bridging the educational component in it, because we know that we are all not going to be professional football players.
Right.
But we can use that vehicle to gain us a free education, which I did. You know, and a lot of my colleagues did that by using their God-given abilities.
Right.
And it all circle back to football.
Fred, and as you were saying, you grew up obviously playing football. How did football come to be in your life?
It was a safe haven. You know, growing up in a single-parent household in Alabama, and seeing those student athletes before me growing up, doing well in the community, doing well on the football field, in sports period, and going off to school, but then they're coming back home.
Right.
Not staying. So, and then, just realizing the struggle that my mother, providing for 3 children, and just using my God-given abilities, and athletics was my safe haven.
Right.
So, and sports, it was that outlet where I can express myself.
Sure.
In all the anger and all the animosity that's built inside, not having my mother and my father in the household together, and
Right.
the sacrifices that that I'd go without,
Right.
was something that.
But Fred, I will say you must have been a very focused young man.
Well, I had great individuals, in my life,
Right.
mentors, coaches, family members,
Right.
just individuals,
Yes.
just through my walk, just giving me sound information, some giving me some not so sound information, but just deciphering and just staying true to, my gifts and my preference.
Right. And but I have to interrupt you for a minute because my friend Lindsay might have some drinks there for us.
Icebreaker.
I know she's got on the stripes under her eyes. Hey Lindsay, she's got on the stripes in honor of Fred being here today. So thank you for doing that, Lindsay. What are you going to make for us today?
So today I have for you guys the plush pump up. We have an ounce of Crown Royal,
Yeah.
an ounce of coconut rum, as
Yum.
well as an ounce of peach schnapps, and I'm topping it off with some good old Red Bull.
Oh my God.
And a
Whoa. I will tell you, I think my sponsor, John from Ketone, he probably doesn't have any alcohol, I don't even know, let alone Red Bull. But that sounds amazing and very yummy. So as soon as you have it, I don't know about Fred, but I'd love to have a taste. Or we'll at least have a little toast for Fred being here today.
Okay.
Okay, all right, cool. Thank you, Lindsay.
You're welcome.
So, Fred, one of the interesting things that I always find interesting, and I think you might be the first Super Bowl player, veteran NFL player that I've ever met. So this is very exciting for me.
Nice. Nice.
And can you tell me how? I think you got drafted by the Jets. And what was the course through the NFL after that for you that brought you to be in that Super Bowl game?
I started my career as in high school, getting scholarship to go to Auburn University.
Right.
Auburn, my alma mater, where I played football and baseball at Auburn.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was my sports preference
Right.
is baseball.
Okay.
I played football because of my friends.
Right.
And I just
That's
kept me
so
out of
funny.
it kept me out of trouble.
Right.
Single parent, no one at home,
Right.
teenager boy,
And is Auburn? I apologize that I'm not good with geography on this. Is that right near where you grew up?
Yes,
Well,
it's in
okay.
Alabama,
So
yeah.
you were kind of right near home anyway.
Yeah, it's
going
nice.
to school.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very convenient for my
Right.
parents to come watch me.
Yes.
And 92, I was drafted by the Jets. Bruce Coslett, Coach Coslett, drafted me in 92. I played 8 years in New York, in New York with the Jets, and two in Chicago,
Right.
and two in New England.
Right. And so when you got to New England that second year, you were in the Super Bowl or the first year?
That's the second year.
Wow, that is pretty crazy.
Yeah, the second year, yeah. Fun story about the New England
And
opportunity.
did all your Jets friends stop speaking to you when you got into this?
No, it was the coaching staff from the Jets when I played for the Jets.
Okay, all
It
right.
was the same coaching staff, and probably a third of the guys was my teammates at the Jets. So it was a situation where a tight end was injured,
Right.
and knowing the system, brought up in the system,
Yeah.
it just a perfect fit. Where I was shopping for Christmas, December 2002.
Yeah.
I was shopping for Christmas, and Belichick called me. Coach Belichick called
Right,
me.
yeah.
You have to fly to New England because we need a tight end.
That's crazy.
And that was Thursday. I
Right.
practiced Friday, and I played Sunday.
Oh my! And that was
know.
that's crazy.
And then the next year we played another year. Was kept.
Right.
Because you have to make the team every year.
Right.
So I was very fortunate to be on the team and had the Super Bowl run.
That's awesome.
Right place at the right time.
And Fred, I don't understand why you didn't bring that ring with you today. I'm very disturbed.
See, I have to come back. I have to come back. It's
That's
just,
right. Yes, you do.
I have to come back. I have to come back.
And next time you come back, we'll have to bring your friend Rob Carpenter on with you.
Most definitely.
And I'll make Rob cook something.
Oh, no. You can. I'm the cook too now. I like to cook also.
Oh,
so,
see, okay, all right. So
know.
maybe I'll make both of you guys do
We'll
that.
have like a little home gating.
Right, exactly. One of my episodes, I had a girlfriend of mine make this amazing, like, pulled pork, something like it was the week right before the Super Bowl. She had her slow cooker here. We had like a whole to do.
Yeah.
But it was, that was good. So next time. Oh, so let's see what Lindsay has for us. This sounds crazy. I have to try it,
Oh
Lindsay.
my goodness.
Took a sip when
Okay.
I got hot.
What?
Oh my goodness. Would you try to make us?
okay?
Okay, thanks. Fred, so thank you for being here.
Cheers.
And cheers. And thanks to Lindsay for our football drink.
Football drink.
Okay. Wow. You know what that tastes like?
That's real nice.
That is awesome. It tastes like a cherry and a Shirley Temple.
Adult style.
Yeah. Really good. That is amazing. Okay.
I'm gonna wait till this camera.
Too bad my friend John is not here with his ketone, because he could try this and tell us which one he likes better. His fat burning drink or this fat putting on drink.
You have a pre and a post drink.
Yes. I really should have made one of John's drinks for us to both try, but I stuck with the alcohol today. So.
Hey, it's lunchtime.
That's true. That's true. I knew I was hungry. Next time, Lindsay, you'll really have to bring some chips and nuts and stuff like that with you.
I mean, we have one nut here, which is me. Some edible nuts.
Okay, that sounds like a really good plan. So Fred, okay, so you have to tell me. It sounds like, when you were playing football, when you were in the game, a lot of it's not like everyone on the Jets is over here and then I was on the Patriots and all different people are over here. It really is intermingled, amongst the league.
Yes.
So it must kind of be hard to even feel yourself affiliated with one team over another, because your team members are all kind of changing and coaches are changing with you. And I know for the fans out there, they're so like freakishly loyal, for who their team is. But in chatting with you about it, it really makes it sound like everyone kind of intermixes, not everyone, but a lot of the different players go on different teams at one point or another. And the fans still stay loyal to the original team that they were loyal to, right?
Yes, it's more like a fraternity.
Right.
And once you win, but then now it comes a time where it shifts from a sport to us a business.
Right.
Because there's a lot of financial gain in you expressing yourself and using your talents,
Right.
and doing a great job of doing that.
Yeah.
The mindset switches.
Right.
It's no big.
Yeah.
It's just, guys are putting family, before they put anything else.
Right.
Yep.
And I know you're also another, as you were saying, you love baseball. I don't know if you still play. You and I hadn't discussed that. But no, you're like, no baseball. But there is another sport that I think that you are very into. And it sounds like a much calmer sport as compared to football. I have a couple of people who play that sport in my house.
Golf.
Yes, ding, ding, ding,
Golf.
ding. That was it.
Golf. You were pulling now. How you were pulling? I had to get it. Got to get it out of there. Golf. Very fortunate. In the past 4 years, I've coached the head coach at Widener University.
Okay.
Division III in Chester, Pennsylvania.
Wow. Very nice.
And just a change up. I went in with the mindset of I wanted to be a head football coach.
Right.
But then, in my prayers, I pray, try to pray on it and, and bring it to me. And the opportunity came, but it was a head coach in golf. So
Right.
I accepted it, the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
And easy on my body.
Right.
You have I have a great group of guys and young lady. I have one young lady, Elizabeth, on my team, and we're having fun.
That's awesome.
Yep, having fun.
That's really
Learning the game of golf.
Right,
Taking all my life skills in this rough game of football and calming it down
Right.
and applying it to golf.
Right.
Yep.
Well, Fred, I greatly appreciate you being here today. And next time you have to bring your Super Bowl ring so I can tell everyone, hey, look at Fred's hands. But But anyway, it was really amazing meeting you and great having you here today.
Thanks for having me.
So thank you for coming in. And I have to send you, my friend is going to really be mad at me. No, she's not going to care that much. But I have these adorable cooler cookies that I give out. So I apologize, I don't have one. They're chocolate-covered Oreos.
See?
So you're going to have one. I'm going to have to send it to you.
No, I had to come back. I have to, see,
There's a reason.
The comeback part, we have to understand, like everything that we miss now,
Right.
we have to circle back and have to come back.
Okay, that sounds great. I'd love to have you.
Nice. Thank you.
Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you also.
And you can, take your drink with you. You can hang out, and I'm going to chit-chat with my next guest for a few minutes. He's on Skype, so if you want to just sit and hang out here, you can, whatever you want to do. Or you can go sit with Lindsay and
I'm
drink.
back here and see, can I learn how to make this drink?
Okay.
Because this is a nice one.
I just want to thank again Fred Baxter for being here, a former NFL player, and also Super Bowl 38. And in addition, his program that he works with is the National Youth Football Organization, which sounds like an amazing program for young men and young boys, I'm assuming, who want to be involved in football and start off learning the basics. And I also want to thank again my sponsor, John Ward with Ketones, and he can, you can look on our screen and see where you can find him to order his product. So my next guest is a real fun guest to have on. He's on Skype today, since I feel like he's probably in California, and we're so happy to have him. It's Michael's son Lee. He played Harry Takayama on the show Full House, and he reprised his role, if I understand it correctly, on the new Netflix series Fuller House. So, Michael, where are you? Hey, how are you?
Sunny California, how are you?
Good. Thank you so much for being here today on the cooler with me.
Thanks for having me.
So I have to just double check with you, because I've heard mixed rumors from young people in my life, or younger than me, I should say, that are you the same person who was the little boy in Full House?
I am not the same person.
I knew you were not. Okay.
Yeah, do we look similar? Me and that little boy there?
You really, Michael? You got me. Because whoever the little boy was 6 or 7 years old, and I know if I showed a picture of myself at 6 or 7, I don't know that you would know that was me. So, thank you for playing Harry Takayama on Fuller House and pretending that you were the little boy who had been Stephanie's boyfriend.
Yes,
or her husband, rather.
Exactly.
So, what other, besides having been on Fuller House, well, actually, before I even ask you that, I have to ask you, how was being on Fuller House? What was it like on set, and any good gossipy stories you have for us?
No good gossipy stories, but being on set was surreal. I had to pinch myself. I was in the actual Tanner household.
Yeah, it's so funny for all of us Full House fans.
Yeah. So I kind of freaked out about that more than meeting the cast, actually.
Right. Oh, that's so funny. And how were they? They seem like they're so nice when you watch their new series.
Oh my God, they are so unbelievably nice and attractive. More attractive than in real life.
Yeah, they look really attractive on TV too. They all look so good. It's like it's
they're
pretty
also
crazy.
Fit.
Yes.
Yeah, they're all physically fit because they all work out like fiends.
Yeah, I'm thinking that they have to.
Yeah.
Bye, Fred. Thank you so much for coming in,
Hi, Fred.
and for being on my show. Hello. You can say, "Oh yeah, Michael." He's saying hi to you, but I don't know if you were watching before while Fred was on, but that. But in any case, I have a fun game to play with you.
Okay.
So wait right there, and it's in my cooler, so I have to go get it.
That's a huge cooler.
I know, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is very big. Okay. So here we go. it is very big. You never know if a body will come out of it or what I will have stored in there. But,
Right.
okay. So I think it goes like this. Okay, so I have a little scoreboard.
Okay.
And I actually can't play the game because I made up the questions. Okay,
Okay.
here we go. So otherwise I'd put down, well, actually I can play the game because I made up the questions. I have to figure out how to get this. Oh no.
It's
Okay,
frozen.
but it's going to start with 9. How about if I go this way? There we go.
There you go.
No, still wrong. Did I? Okay, I can't. I got it. I'm going to have to go like this. Oh my God. I having major technical difficulties. Okay, here we go. We're starting with 0. And so my first question for you, even though you were not on the original series, let's see how well you know the Tanner and the Fuller families. Okay. Who was Uncle Jesse? What was Uncle Jesse's original last name? Was it A, Marvin, B, Cochran, C, Duncan?
Cochran.
Oh my God, you're good. All right, so this is you. You're number 1. Okay, so if you get it wrong, then I get a point. I guess that's how I was going to do it. Okay. So next question. What is the name of the talk show that Danny and Becky hosted together? Is it A, Good Morning San Francisco, B, Good Day San Francisco, or C, Wake Up San Francisco?
Wake Up San Francisco.
Oh my gosh, you're really, for someone who wasn't on the original show, you're really good. Okay, so here we go. You got 2 points. Okay, third question. What was Danny's wife's name, the wife who passed away, of, the mom of the 3 kids? Oh, A, Danielle, B, Tracy, and C, Pamela.
Pamela.
You got it. Hey, you are really winning. I'm going to have to see if Lindsay can make you a drink that you can drink, through satellite.
Yeah.
Virtually, you can have a taste of it. It's really good. Okay, and my last question, which relates to your character. What is the name of Stephanie's favorite stuffed animal? Is it A, Mr. Bear, Mr. Bunny, or Mr. Pig?
Mr. Bear.
Oh my gosh, you really are good. Wait, I would not have guessed that. So you won. Okay. So Lindsay, I don't know if you, I'll have to wait, and Lindsay can kind of pretend she's you, and she'll have a toast with me.
Great.
So that was pretty good. I'm impressed by that. Did you watch the show when you were young?
Admittedly.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So cheers. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, we're on that camera. Okay. Thank you for doing that, Lindsay. And the drink is really good. Wow.
I think it's better than last week.
Yeah, I think that it is. It might be the football makeup that really did it this time. What other acting work do you do out there? You audition a lot, or are you?
Yeah, right now I consider myself a ham and egger, so I just go out and audition and try to get whatever I can.
Right.
Voiceover, on camera, off camera.
And what do you have, like a day job? You know how actors, like, especially in LA.
Bartender.
You're a bartender too.
Yeah.
Wow. So you have a lot in common with Lindsay from Plush Bartending.
That would. Yeah.
Okay, so did you hear the ingredients she put in her drink?
I did not. What is it?
Okay, tell them, Lindsay.
So we have an ounce of Crown Royal, an ounce of coconut rum, an ounce of peach schnapps. Shake it up, top it off with Red Bull, and add a cherry.
That sounds delicious.
It's pretty amazing, and I don't feel the Red Bull yet, but I'm afraid, like, if I really drink it, I will. But, so Michael, do you think that Harry's part will will come back, or Harry's wedding that Stephanie went to on the Fuller House episode, or she was invited to. You think they'll actually show the wedding in season 2?
I'm hoping. I mean, that's up to the writers and the wonderful creators of Fuller House.
Right.
But we did. Me and a few of the fans came up with the premise for that episode. You know, Harry's. We can call it Harry's wedding.
Right. That was such a cute thing that you're like the one guy who wasn't still in love with her. I feel like every episode, right? Every episode they have like another boyfriend for her, someone else who's like falling head over heels. So she just assumed that you were one of the same guys out there.
Exactly. You know, it's not hard to fall in love with Stephanie Janner.
That's true. Yeah. So, if anyone is looking for you, are you on any social media where they can reach out to you?
Yep, I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and that's all I can handle.
And are you Michael's son Lee? Is that what your name is on all your social media, or you have some other handle?
Michael Sunley. So you're gonna follow me, or I'll follow you.
Yes. Okay. Yes, I will follow. I will follow you. But but I appreciate you Skyping in with us today and playing a little bit of this trivia game. It was really.
Wait, so what do I win?
Oh yeah, I told you won a virtual drink that Lindsay made, and unfortunately, or fortunately, you're a bartender, so maybe this is a new recipe for you. So I guess I'll say. I guess I'll say you want a new recipe for when you go to your bartending job.
He can call it the plush pump up. He can use our name.
Oh, plush pump up. That's what they call it. The drink called the plush.
Okay.
And and they're called Plush Bartending. Lindsay's on social media with me, so you can connect with her there.
Awesome.
Okay, Michael, thank you so much for being with us. And for having appeared on that show Fuller House. It was fun watching the episode.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Okay, take care. Have fun out in LA. So thank you to all of my guests today. We had Fred Baxter, former NFL player and Super Bowl 38 player, which was so incredibly cool to me that he was here. And I also want to thank my sponsor for today, John Ward with Ketone. And you can look on this episode and find out how to contact John. And I also want to thank Lindsay with Plush Bartending. So, and thank you for your drink. And I want to thank my audience member. She might want to not be thanked, so I'll just leave her in the sideline. But it was very nice of you to be here, audience member. And if anyone is interested in finding me, you can find me on social media at Rebecca Berman TV, on Twitter, RebeccaBermanTV.com, and on Instagram, Rebecca.Berman, Facebook, Rebecca Berman. Thank you so much for being with me today on The Cooler. Mwah!